Hi, and welcome back to Crazy Cool Gaming. Recently, I saw this video titled How Many Tracks Can I Drive On in Real Life in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? And since I was playing Mario Kart Wii, I wondered how many I could drive on in real life for Mario Kart Wii. I'll put a link in the description of who they are and post a link to their channel, and I truly thought it was an incredible idea. Since there's about 36 different tracks in Mario Kart Wii, I'm going to list them into the first 4 cups. Without further ado, let's get into the video. From the Mushroom Cup, the first race, Luigi Circuit, was very promisable. It was mostly just asphalt, and there wasn't lava, there wasn't anything major that could contribute this not being in real life. I was debating whether or not boosters are in real life, but I figured if I were to include a bunch of other class, and there's basically every single track has boosters, so if I were to call out this one, really none would make the list. So I'm gonna say this is a part of real life. The next track on the list, Moo Moo Meadows, was completely normal. You were just driving around in a farm, and you see this a lot in real life. It was just a dirt path by the farm. There wasn't anything unusual about this track, so I say you definitely could drive it in real life. However, unlike the rest of the tracks I mentioned on this list, this one I don't think will make the list for a couple of reasons. I mean, first of all, you have giant mushrooms around you, which you'd never see in real life. Not only this, you see giant mushrooms that you're actually supposed to bounce on, which you can't even do in real life. And I just don't think this could literally be a thing in real life. Next, we have Toad's Factory. I was actually very hopeful for this because there are conveyor belts in this level, but you see those in plenty times in real life in many different situations. You can also see compressors in this level, and there's actually a lot of real-world examples that this track has, so I say definitely you can drive on this track in real life. For the first race of the Flower Cup, I think this is completely drivable in the real world. There's nothing out of the ordinary about this track, and it's basically just an Infinity 8 loop. Next, we had Coconut Mall, which I'm also pretty fine with because, I mean, it's really just a mall. There's nothing that bad about it. And, I mean, I bet you could drive a go-kart on an escalator if you really tried. After that, we had DK Summit, which I was a bit skeptical about. Basically, as soon as you get off the race, you go into this cannon thing, which you'd never see in real life and is impossible to recreate. And then you see these half-pipe boosts, which it's kind of impossible to do in the real world. So I'm gonna have to say no to this, and I honestly don't believe you could try this in real life. Next, for Wario's Gold Mine, I really had my doubts. Because, first of all, you're going through this big loop going down, which you shouldn't really be able to get up if it weren't for the boosters, which isn't already in real life. And then you go straight into the midst of a mining facility, and I don't know if you can even build tracks in that. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, so it's a hard no for me here. The first race, Daisy Circuit, GNC Peach Beach, is very easily drivable in real life considering it's just a beach and you're driving on it. For the next track, I don't think you can't not drive this in real life. All you're doing is just going around a lake, and yeah, that's about it. So, knowing from the Mario Wiki that I know this track is elevated, I think, above a lake. And I don't think that's possible to literally make an entire track above a lake, considering the foundation. And there's literal like spirits following you all around. I don't think it's possible to actually drive on this track. Now, for Mario Circuit on the N64, I say definitely you can drive on this track. All it is just pavement with some grass around. There's nothing really extreme about this track. For Sherbert Land, I have my doubts, but I said yes because I know a lot of people like to drive cars and stuff on ice and it doesn't break, and this is just another example of that. For Shy Guy Beach, I also said yes because yes, there are people that are shy guys that are throwing bombs at you, but this has happened many times before in history of bombing beaches, and then without that, it's just a beach. For Delfino Square, I also said yes because it's just a regular town. At first, when I tried Waluigi Stadium, I was absolutely sure that you could definitely try or drive on this. But I was proven wrong because as I immediately saw, there was floating rings of fire and floating fireballs, which just cannot happen in real life. And there's half pipe boosts, which just don't make a lot of sense. Thank you so much for watching. This actually took an unsurmountable amount of time to make and edit. So if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.